Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Infinitive English channel. My name is Rahman, and today we're talking about phonetics. And in this particular video, we're going to be covering the topic of two in the lazy English. Okay, I hope you already watched the summary video on the prepositions in the American English and their phonetics. So today we're talking about two in the lazy English. So what's two in the American English? Lazy English, American English, right? So what's two? Most of the times, the two, despite that two, if we will try to read it separately out of the context. So just two. What's two? Two is the preposition of direction, right? Well, and la 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 and everything else. But once the two is put within the chunk, within the context, so it's going to give us the the, and of course two. So I will cover in this video where it's the, and two, and how it works. Okay, let's get down to it. So the first one, she has to work, right? She has to work. Now let's rig this one out here with more of a fluency, right? She has to work. Can you hear this? Listen to it. She has to work. So that brings us to a quite common reduction, has to, where H is not dropped. By the way, I did the video on the H and how they drop in the spoken American English, right? But this is not the case because we're emphasizing the verb have here, all right? So, has to, has to. She has to work. She has to work, okay? Now, next one. We have to go. We have to go. Well, we have to go. It's quite unnatural. We have to go. We have to go. We have to go. That again brings us to a reduction, common reduction. Again, same thing, but he, she, it has. I, we, you, they have. But again, have to. You see, the v sound softens here. It's not v, have to. It's have to. So we have to go. Come on, we have to go. We have to go. Okay. Again, have to. We have to go. Now the next one. He's talking to me. He's talking to me. To me. Let's try a little bit of this too over here. He's talking to me. He's talking to me. Or he's talking to me. He's talking to me. Hold on. He's talking to me. Hold on. He's talking to me. Okay. So it's to or the. All right. So he's talking to me. He's talking to me. Okay. The next one. I know how to do it. Again, unnatural at all, right? Let's try putting the over here. I know how to do it. Oh, American, isn't it? I know how to do it. I know how to do it. How to do it. So, the. I know how to do it. Cool. Now let's move on to our next one. They need you to call them. They need you to call them. To call them. No, again, it's not. It's not natural. It's not. It's just these two splits the like the whole carcass of the sentence, right? The whole phonetical carcass, the whole melody is getting like somewhat broken, right? So they need you to call them. Now, again, you can go with to. Let's try it. They need you to call them. More natural. But if you put the here, it will allow you to connect everything together more natural and more soft. So it's going to sound like they need you to call them. Listen to it again. They need you to call them. They need you to call them, okay? You to call them. You to call them. You to call them. They need you to call them. Now, again, has to, has to. She has to work. We have to go. You heard it tons of times. We have to go. He's talking to me. He's talking to me. I know how to do it. I know how to do it. I know how to do it, but duh, it's, more natural. Duh, more natural. All right. They need you to call them. They need you to call them. Now, what's with to and when it's pronounced as two, like two, right? Now, I want you to look here. When it's at the end of the sentence in examples like, where are you going to? Where are you going to? Where are you going to? Now, this is to, you can hear the to here, right? Now, technically, from the grammar standpoint, this to may not even be here because it's an obvious, like the message of the sentence, the message of this question is quite clear. And you may say, where are you going? Where are you going? But sometimes it doesn't feel right to leave the to behind, right? So you keep it here and where are you going to? Where are you going to? Okay, next one. I would do it if I wanted to. And again, so you may use the same, you may go for the same sentence without using to at the end, but it's quite, it feels more complete this way. Again, in a spoken English, right? So I would do it if I wanted to. Now this to is here and it's to, okay? So this was the quite quick summary of the to in the lazy English. I will do more breakdowns in specific phrases that I'm going to be taking from the TV shows, and it's going to be the new list on my channel where I'm going to be doing a phonetical breakdown from the phrases and sentences that I'm going to take from the movies, and there will be plenty of that stuff covered. Trust me. So subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more positive content going on forward. And it's for today's video. That's a wrap. I hope you guys understand that the to in the American lazy English sometimes is the, and sometimes, of course, it's to. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And remember, together, we're going to make your English better.